Pretty sure almost everyone knows that in today's digitally advanced world, how technology is changing at a rapid pace. It has become quite normal to watch alternative technologies surpassing each other frequently with regular updates and advancements. Amidst all this, there comes a domain that gets affected a lot with such a volatile nature of the tech world, and that is programming languages. Yes, programming languages are the most important prerequisite for almost any other discipline, whether it be web development, machine learning, data science, or any other. And every year, we see how the ranking of these programming languages fluctuates in accordance with their demand and popularity among the developers. Meanwhile, you're required to be updated with all the latest trends and indices of programming languages to stay relevant in the tech market. In particular, beginners are strongly required to consider several crucial aspects, such as demand, popularity, job opportunities, applications, etc., before opting out for a particular programming language. But wait, as there are hundreds of programming languages available across the world, don't you think picking out the relevant one after considering all these aspects is quite a daunting task? No worries, we have somehow made it easier for you based on several standard reports of analysis, and we've compiled a list of the top 10 programming languages that are going to rule in 2021. Let's take a look at these programming languages. Number 1, JavaScript. Many languages came and disappeared, but JavaScript is one of those few renowned languages that is enjoying a high run and demand in the programming world. In the TIOBE ranking report, JavaScript has been ranked under the top 10 programming languages for several years consistently. In fact, the Stack Overflow survey depicts that JavaScript is the most popular language among developers. At Octoverse, also, JavaScript is enjoying the top position among all programming languages. Meanwhile, some of the most renowned companies in the tech world that are using JavaScript are Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Uber, etc. Though the language is primarily known for adding responsive elements on web pages, it has a wide range of applications such as in web development, game development, mobile application development, and many more. Moreover, the language is being used for both front-end and back-end development. Also, its compatibility with some prominent frameworks like React, Vue, Node, etc. makes it more preferable among the developers. As there are millions of websites already existing over the web that are heavily relying on JavaScript, and on top of that, looking at the demand and dominance of the language, it won't be wrong to say that JavaScript will rule in 2021 as well. Number 2, Python. As per the Red Monk ranking report for the year 2020, Python outranks Java to become the second most popular programming language. The language has experienced tremendous growth of around 18 to 19% in the last 5 years. At the PYPL index, Python is ranking at the number 1 position for December 2020 index. The language ranks among the most popular programming languages in several other renowned platforms also, such as Stack Overflow, GitHub, etc. Also, the compatibility of Python with trending technologies like AI and machine learning makes it more preferable among the developers. Python has been the most favorite language of almost every individual who is just starting with the programming domain for the last few years. The primary reason behind this is a quite simple syntax that makes it easy to read, learn, and use. The language is extensively used for web development, software development, etc. And with several trending technologies such as machine learning, artificial intelligence, data science, etc., the language offers some enriching features such as rich library support, automatic garbage collection, easier integration with other languages, GUI programming support, and many more. Several popular Python frameworks that make things more efficient and convenient are Flask, Pyramid, etc. Number 3, C and C++. They are much like old wine as their demand is increasing significantly with time. Both C and C++ are occupying a considerable portion of the tech world and are currently ranking at the top position on various indexes. At the TIOB index of 2020, C and C++ are ranking under the top 5 programming language at first and fourth position respectively. At the PYPL index, C and C++ has seen an upward trend of around 0.1% and is ranking at the number 5 position. There are numerous big tech companies that hire C and C++ developers with some decent salary packages, such as Adobe, Oracle, Microsoft, NVIDIA, etc. And to learn C and C++ in 2021 is not only beneficial from the career perspectives, but it also somehow makes it easier for you to learn other programming languages afterwards. If we particularly talk about C language, the general purpose procedural programming language is majorly used in the development of low-level systems like operating systems, kernel development, and others. And many other programming languages inherit the properties of this particular language. On the other hand, C++ is an object-oriented language, primarily developed as an extension of C. The language is widely used in game development, GUI, and desktop applications, and competitive programming along with other several fields. Number 4. Java. Many times it seems out that Java is losing its charm, but when we look at the actual stats, every year Java ends up with a really good ranking that proves the particular language is still doing well and in demand in the tech world. There are around 8 million Java developers across the world. Maybe this number can help you to assess the demand and popularity for this particular language. Also, the language is enjoying a top second position among all the programming languages in the ranking of TIOB and PYPL. As per the Red Monk report, Java is ranking at the third position below JavaScript and Python only. The object-oriented programming language comes up with a much celebrated principle of write once, run anywhere that allows the Java code to be executed on other platforms that development along with web applications, desktop applications, scientific applications, etc. Also, top-notch companies like Adobe, Amazon, Flipkart, and many others are using Java and offering ravishing career opportunities to Java developers. Its significant demand in the tech world, huge community support, popular frameworks such as Spring and Hibernate, and several enriching features like multi-threading, automatic memory allocation, and garbage collection, platform independency, etc., ensures that Java will provide you with a lot of worthwhile career opportunities in the upcoming years as well. Number 5. The R language. R has seen an exponential rise in its ranking on various reputed indexes for programming languages. Particularly on TIOBE ranking, it has jumped to the 9th position from 16th position within a span of less than 1 year. Various big tech companies like Facebook, Google, Uber, etc. are using the R language for their businesses, and considering the rapidly increasing demand for data science and machine learning trends, learning the R programming language is surely worthwhile for your future career endeavors. R is another emerging name in the programming world. It is an open source programming language that is widely used in the area of data science, statistical analysis, and machine learning, and provides you with a huge set of libraries and frameworks. The language is very much suitable for GNU Linux and Windows Microsoft. Also, it can be easily integrated with several data processing technologies like Spark and Hadoop. Some of the other prominent features of this particular language, such as cross-platform compatibility, highly extensive, strong graphical capabilities, distributed computing, etc., make it a much preferred language among the developers. Number 6. Kotlin. In the present-day scenario, whenever there is talk of an Android app development, the name of Kotlin undoubtedly comes first. Though a huge inclination of developers towards Kotlin is noticed after Google declared it as its preferred language for Android application development. The Stack Overflow survey states that Kotlin ranks 4th among the most loved programming languages. Also, the number of Kotlin users in the GitHub community is increasing significantly. In brief, Kotlin is a statically typed general-purpose language that supports object-oriented as well as functioning programming features. The best thing about the language is that it's completely interpretable with Java and supports all Java libraries. Also, the language is quite easy to learn, and alongside Android development, it can be used for web development and desktop application development as well. Javelin, KTOR, and Vertex are some of the most popular frameworks for Kotlin, and companies like Pinterest, Uber, Netflix, etc. are giving various job opportunities for the Kotlin developers, as known to anyone that the market of Android is not heading for retirement anytime soon. Hence, you can opt to learn Kotlin in 2021 for some worthwhile career opportunities in the future. Number 7. C#. For the last many years, C# is holding a good position in the list of top programming languages for almost every index. The language is ranked at 4th and 5th position at TIOBE and PYPL index respectively. On GitHub language rankings, it is holding a place at the number 5 position consistently for the past 2 years. Also, alongside India, there are enormous career opportunities for C# developers in other countries. The general-purpose programming language is developed by Microsoft primarily for its .NET framework. The language is extensively used for game development along with the development of window applications, server-side applications, etc. Moreover, C# comes up with a rich set of libraries that make it faster and more efficient. Some of the remarkable features of the language that are often appreciated by the developers are structured language, faster compilation, updatable and scalable, component-oriented, complete integration with .NET library, and many more. The language is being used in Unity game engine software consistently by the developers and companies like IntellectSoft, Capgemini, etc. are also using C# for their businesses. It signifies that job opportunities for C# developers in the market are also satisfactory. So if you're looking forward to learning C# in 2021, you can go for it without giving it a second thought. Number 8. PHP. Like many others, if you're also considering that PHP is not worth it to learn in 2021, then you must know that the language is still doing very well in the tech world and is being preferred by the developers. As per the TIOBE index for December 2020, the language secured a place under the top 10 programming languages at the number 8 ranking. In fact, at RedMonk ranking reports, the language is ranking at 4th position, surpassing other prominent languages like C++, Kotlin, etc. Even various renowned websites like Facebook, Wikipedia, and WordPress are heavily relying on PHP and are providing numerous career opportunities for PHP developers regularly. The open source server-side scripting language is used for the website development and comes up with some prominent features like cross-platform compatibility, object-oriented programming features, easy integration with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, a huge community support, and many more. The language is strongly recommended to beginners as it is quite easy to learn. Some of the most popular PHP frameworks that you can take into consideration are Laravel, Symfony, CodeIgniter, etc. So if you're particularly looking forward to getting into the web development domain, PHP would be a great choice for you. Number 9. Go. Though Go is not much hyped programming language, in the last few years it has witnessed a considerable increase in its demand and popularity among the developers. According to the Stack Overflow reports, Go falls under the list of top 5 most loved languages by developers for the year 2020. Companies like Uber, Google, etc. are working with the Go language, and you can choose to learn Go as it seems that the language is going to get bigger and bigger in the coming years. Go is a statically typed programming language developed by Google and having a similar syntax to C. It provides you with numerous enriching features such as garbage collection, dynamic typing, type safety, high performance and efficiency, and many more. The language supports multi-threading and can be used in the distributed system, cloud computing, etc. The best thing about the language is that it resolves several major issues like slow compilation and execution, unavailability of the rich standard library, etc. Number 10. Scala. Several tech giants like Netflix, eBay, LinkedIn, Twitter, and many more are using Scala for their respective platforms and products. Beginners are strongly recommended to opt for Scala because of its easy-to-learn nature. As many other companies are looking forward to incorporating Scala into their businesses and considering its significantly growing demand among the developers, it can become one of the most sought-after programming languages in 2021. The language was primarily designed to resolve the issues that developers face with another language, Java. Over time, it has cemented a strong position among the developers. Scala is a general-purpose programming language that supports both object-oriented and programming functional paradigms. It provides you with some distinguishing features such as lazy computation, string interpolation, type interface, great scalability, and many others. Also, the Scala code can be converted to bytecodes and can be executed on Java Virtual Machine. The language is being widely used in the area of web development, data science, and machine learning. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you very much for sticking around till the end. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you're interested in learning more about computer science and coding, click the link in my description to my blog where you can expand your knowledge on these topics. See you in the next video!